So I'm a person who's extremely good at procrastinating. I'm capable of spending a whole day doing absolutely nothing of what I was supposed to do. And instead, I will have done a million other things. And those things are things that I should not have been doing at all. And usually they were not very important. And when the day ends, I feel like I've accomplished nothing. Does this sound familiar to anyone else? If so, I have some tips and tricks to share with you in order to be more productive. So first, when I procrastinate, which happens often, the first thing that I do is that I take a minute to actually ask myself, why am I procrastinating right now? We tend to procrastinate when we don't want to do something because it makes us feel uncomfortable or it gives us a certain level of discomfort to accomplish the task. So therefore, every time I procrastinate, I take a moment to ask myself, what is making me feel uncomfortable? In addition to this, when I procrastinate, I look at all the tasks I have to do and I organize them in 4 different categories. 1, the tasks that are urgent and important. 2, the tasks that are important but not urgent. 3, the tasks that are urgent but not important. And 4, the tasks that are not urgent and not important. And then I try really hard to focus only on the tasks that are urgent and important and leave the rest out. And in order to make that happen, I use time blocks. And by this, I don't mean blocking my whole day, but I create very short time boxes where I have to do a specific task. And I make those time boxes small enough so I feel a little bit of pressure because I know I don't have that much time to accomplish the task. For example, making this video is a time block. I did not feel like doing it, but I've been thinking I should be doing it for a while. So I decided, okay, I'm blocking 20 minutes. I'm making a video. That's it. And when I'm done with my time block and I've accomplished the task that I was supposed to do, I also reward myself. And while I am in this time block, I also limit any potential distractions. I put my phone away, I close my emails, and I really try not to be distracted by anything. So these were my very simple tips to help with procrastination. But of course, if you want to do more than not procrastinate, and if you want to have very productive days, there are other things one can do to really be productive every day. For me, the best way to be productive every day is to have a daily routine. So for example, I wake up around the same time every single day of the week, and I always start my day by going to the gym to train. This allows me to start my day and already accomplish something before everyone's up. And when I'm done with the gym, I always look at my calendar and I always look at everything I gotta do. And then I plan my entire day. So I limit how much time I will use for procrastination. And in addition to all of this, to be productive on a day-to-day basis, I try to automate and delegate as many tasks as I can. So for example, I really don't like cleaning the house, so I've decided to spend money and actually pay somebody else to clean our house. And when possible, I also love to multitask. For example, I will walk our dog while I listen to an audiobook, or I will do the laundry and listen to a podcast. By doing that, I'm accomplishing 2 things at once, and it makes me feel like I'm doing more, and it makes my day more productive. But finally, in order to be productive and not procrastinate too much, I also think it's really important to take care of both our physical and our mental health. So it's important to do daily exercises, but it's also important to take breaks to make sure that we're mentally in a good place. No one can run a marathon without recovery period, and it's the same with productivity. We need to make sure to have breaks because we can't be productive 24/7. And finally, the last thing I'd like to say is that if you end up procrastinating, don't worry too much about it. It happens to everyone, and you shouldn't be too hard on yourself. And maybe you're procrastinating because you need a little break, and that's also okay. We all need to take time to recover.